TV, Lord TV Ken. Hey everybody, waiting for Patricia to log in with me. How you guys doing out here today? And then I actually am joining in live on my Just Relax Salon. So, hey, hey Pat.
Hey, Jen.
As we promised, we will be here once a week. Today's discussion is about traction alopecia. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Willard.
Hello.
Every route to the
Hello,
paper.
everyone. Mm. Uh-oh, girl. No.
No.
Y- Your hair is... Let me fix your hair, girl. So, did you want to start it off? Or you wanted
No,
me to
you can
start it off?
start, and then I'll just jump
Okay.
right on in.
All right. So, we're talking about traction alopecia. Um, I'm sure a lot of you guys are not unfamiliar with traction alopecia. Traction alopecia is a hair loss that is created by ourselves, where we wear specific type of hairstyles that create traction, a lot of pulling on the hair. But believe it or not, this is the most easiest treatable condition. Now, when we talk about how long it could take, it could take up to 6 months to treat. But the problem is when we consistently are wearing braids, hair extensions, cap weaves, and it's taken out improperly and it's being done multiple times, you end up creating a permanent situation, such as scarring alopecia. So we want to come to talk to you guys today in regards to traction because it could be avoided. Um, like myself, I'm wearing braids, but I don't wear braids that are tight and I don't wear them for a long time. It all matters. Who's braiding, how they're braiding it, how tight they are. And if you're not paying attention, you're going to end up having a permanent situation. So I'm going to pass it on to Pat. If anyone actually has a specific question in regards to it, please feel free to ask a question as we're talking about it so that we can be very clear on traction alopecia.
Okay, so
Yes. Thank you.
like Jen was saying, traction alopecia is called by pulling on the hair, um, our weaves and dreads and braids, cornrows, and even tight ponytails. So, but a lot of guys don't understand, or women don't understand traction alopecia can also come from um, headwear. We're talking about
Yes.
caps and hats and scarves. For those who tie their hair up with a scarf at night, they tie it up so tight to the pulling of the hair follicles can cause traction alopecia. Um,
Mhm.
so some of those things you can be avoided. If you have to wear a hat, I say wear a satin or something soft underneath the cap. Um,
Right.
if you if you have to tie your hair up at night before you go to bed with certain styles, I think you should have a satin pillowcase. You should have satin bonnets to go across it, and don't tie the scarf so tight. That can
Right.
that can help also. So those kind of things can avoid traction alopecia. Those who wear long, heavy dreads,
Right.
keep them cut to a minimal where they not so long and they hanging and they pulling that that way you can avoid traction alopecia. And I know it's us girls, we like our tight braids and we want it to look fly. We want it to hang down to our butts, but
Right.
if you have fine hair, I suggest you don't wear it so long because the pulling of those braids or those plaits can create traction alopecia. Now, you have
Oh,
people,
let's not talk about those braids are too much on the hair.
yeah,
Yeah.
they put a lot of hair in those braids. That creates a lot of traction alopecia. Um,
Yeah.
I wrote down some notes here. Oh, also just relaxing the hair way too much. You know,
Right.
that can create traction alopecia. Um, weaves or cat weaves, so that creates traction alopecia also. So I'm a stylist that do a lot of cat weaves and stuff like that. So yes, we do as stylists, we do braid the hair. I try to braid the hair loose and I try to keep protection over the cat weaves so it can, eliminate traction alopecia. But you know what a lot of girls do too, I realize, Jan, when they have cap
What?
weaves and their scalp is itchy, they take those rat tail combs with the metal piece and they stick it and juke it and in their scalp to keep it from
Right.
itching. And I know it itch, but they dig, 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 and that creates traction alopecia as well. So,
For sure.
you
For
know,
sure.
so what I do is I try to, when I braid the hair up, I use our anti-itch multi-purpose oil. That keeps the hair from itching a lot as well. So,
Right.
um, those are some tips that I suggest that you do to avoid traction alopecia. But there are
Right.
treatments, and if you catch it early, there are treatments that
To
um
reverse it
yeah,
and help the hair to grow back.
yeah,
So when we talk about traction alopecia, we're talking about the hairline perimeter, which could be from the front all the way around to the occipital area. So the occipital will be the little bone in the back, which is underneath. So people also, I notice a lot of hair loss below the occipital area, behind the ear, from the temple area back. If you're looking at your hair and you're a 1 inch or even a half an inch behind your hairline, that's a problem. We also carry products in our line that is natural to help rejuvenate and recycle the hair growth.
yeah,
The sooner you see traction alopecia, the sooner you want to correct that issue, because if not, then it turns into scarring. And scarring means that follicle is dead and it will not regenerate itself. So I definitely recommend be more conscious of what you're doing. Don't be in denial because it's okay. It happened to me, believe it or not. And I don't wear my braids for a long period of time, but sometimes my hair will go into a telogen phase, which is called resting. So if anyone ever notices a white bulb at the end of their hair, that means your hair is resting. So being in wigs and weaves and braids does not mean you're getting circulation to the follicle, which needs to be stimulated in order for the blood flow to nourish the
yeah,
scalp. So stop thinking when I'm gonna give my hair a rest that your hair is growing when in actuality it is literally resting. So we don't want to do that. That's why I also patent myself. We offer laser treatments, laser hair treatments that will help circulate the blood flow, which in turns, while you're in braids or
hmm
hair extensions or cap weaves, you could sit under there so that you're getting the stimulation in the blood flow so that you are not allowing the hair to rest. And then you're also allowing the hair to grow. while you're in those protective
Yeah.
styles. So
And I all
it's
like Jen said, before you know you're gonna get braids or weaves, I suggest a steam treatment. I suggest, like she said, the laser treatments. Those things help out as well. Plus,
right. Hmm. Yeah.
but
So
I also want the everyone to know that shampooing and conditioning helps as well. But I understand that, we wear protective styles and they last about a month. I'm going to say a month, but I'm going to say about 4 weeks, guys. 4 weeks. I know we be trying to hold on to those styles, but shampooing your hair and keeping your scalp clean is hygiene. So just how you take a bath
yes,
at night every day, you take care of your
right.
skin, you take care of your hair. That's hygiene. You should shampoo your hair once a week. But I get it.
Rule of thumb.
Once a
Yeah,
week,
rule of thumb.
we supposed to shampoo our hair, but I get it. We wear our protective styles and
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get
I
it, but
mean,
okay.
I don't get
I
it,
don't.
but I
But I
get
know
it.
what you mean.
I
Yes.
get it, girls. You be like, oh, I got to make this weave last, girl, because I spent all this money on it. I get it, girls. But I like cat weaves and stuff. I really don't recommend you go over a month with those. Um,
No.
braids. You have oils. You have we have a cleaning solution scalp prep that I take a cotton ball and I clean in between my scalp with my braids. And I know I had
Right.
these for a while, but I keep it clean. So, and I take the our oil and I oil up the scalp, just to keep it from being dry. But it's time for them to come
Right.
out. But as you can see, uh,
4 weeks is my limit. My scalp is itchy.
I know.
Yes. So in 4 weeks, when your scalp is itchy, you definitely want to be cleansing your scalp in between. So my go-to, I also carry Influence, and Influence has a non-rosemary spray
Yes,
that I would say spray the scalp either every other day or weekly based on the condition of your scalp. Then go in with our anti-itch growth oil, and you'll find that you're not going to be as itchy. So those are just a few little recommendations that I would suggest. Also, your nutrients. You want to be taking
yes,
nutrients that's going to support internally, that's going to help nourish inside your body to allow your hair to thrive. And again, as I said, hair is nourished by the blood flow of your body.
yes,
So don't let anybody tell you trimming your hair is what makes the hair grow. The hair is already dead once it comes out of your
yes,
scalp. So it's just an appendage. And so when you're doing a lot of manipulation, we trim the ends so that we keep our hair that comes from out of the scalp healthy and it's not splitting so that you can retain your length. So that's the difference. Trimming your hair is a myth. What nutrients do you suggest? I suggest our complete ideal non-shellfish if you're not allergic to marine complex or shellfish. I'm allergic to sulfate and shellfish, so I use our non-complete um,
natural.
shellfish-free vitamins, and that's
Mhm.
$49.99, and it has 30 tablets. I always say take one a day with a meal, and then if it's anything that's major, then we go with the recommendation of the bottle, which is twice a day, whether it's breakfast and lunch or lunch
Better.
and dinner, whichever is your heavier meal. So I'm gonna grab the products because I always keep products close so that you can see what to look for online.
I
H2Grow
keep products too, but
8.com.
um, Lloyd, I have someone downstairs fixing something, so I had to come upstairs today. But yes, I suggest our nutrients, vitamins every day.
So here we are. This is our Sensation Scalp Cleanse. The nutrients that I'm recommending is our Complete Ideal non-shellfish 30 day. So if you use once a day, it would last you for 60 days. If you do twice a day, it's a 30-day. Our Complete Ideal with marine complex, that means if you're allergic to sulfate, any form of shark cartilage or things like that, because I'm allergic to shark cartilage, so I take this one. This would be a 6-month supply if you took one a day, or a 90-day supply if you take it once a day.
So I
And
take
then this is our
I
anti-itch growth
yeah.
oil.
So I take the I'm not allergic to shellfish, so I take the the bigger bottle, which is our nutrients. Yes.
Move. Come on. Not looking like that, girl. Looking like
So
that.
we do use our products, and that's how we are able to tell you what was good and what is not good. So as hair cosmetologists, we we work with different brands, and we realized that we had
Yes.
to come up with our own brand to let you guys try our products. Oh, and also we're gonna be at the Bronner Brothers Hair Show in um, Miami Beach, August 27th through the 29th, booth 504.
This will help rejuvenate your traction alopecia, our natural rejuvenation, and then our advanced rejuvenation activator max.
So those are drops that you use every night on your scalp, and especially the areas that
Yes.
you're thinning.
Right. So
Uh,
this is online or in your shop. So I sell it in the salon and it is online. So
ink.
www.h2growinc.com.
Mhm.
Yes. Now the drops and the natural rejuvenation, you may have to DM us. I will definitely go through and double check to see if it is available for purchase. But yes, all of these can be found online.
Yes,
Yeah,
and I'm there
or in our salon.
or in our salon. Yes. And you know, I have to also tell people that they have to stay consistent. You know, things
Right,
our hair grows a half an inch to an inch per month. So if you stay consistent, guys, and you know, and if you're experiencing hair loss, it takes 3 months to a year to for our hair to grow back. So you have to be patient and you have to stay consistent with with our vitamins, our drops, and shampooing the hair once a week.
right. I'm also going to put in the link, Pat,
Below.
the website. Yeah, h2growinc.com. All right, let's see. Wait a minute. H2Grow. Multitasking, everybody. Multitasking. inc.com. h2growinc.com. All right. Hi. So yes. Yeah, as Pat said, we will be at Bronner Brothers. And believe it or not, it will be in Miami Beach this year, the 27th, 28th, and 29th, if I'm not mistaken, right, Pat?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Yes.
we're in booth 504.
You got it. Let's see, put that here.
Yeah.
Booth 504. Then someone said, awesome. Thank you. So I'm writing here, booth 504.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And hello, I'm their helper, and as you she see, is our helper. Doing my hair. So come
click on the subscribe button, turn on notifications,
Give
and
us
bye.
2 thumbs up.
That's our little mascot.
That's our little mascot. Okay. So traction alopecia is straightforward. And I mean, a lot of y'all, we just have to pay attention to what we're seeing. If you see it, address it. Stylists, if you see it, talk about it. If you don't have anything that's offered in your salon, we have partnership to allow you to carry our products in your salon to create treatment plans, which will then elevate your price point. Instead of shampoo and protein treatment, you're now creating a hair loss restoration service, which would take you from a $35 treatment to $75 to $150 service. So it's definitely amazing. Pat and I have seen the difference. I basically helped to show her that we
Yeah.
sell things as a group, as an actual treatment plan, or you could just come in for laser, $75.
Yeah.
Or you can get the shampoo conditioning treatment that's with the DHT blockers. That right there with the laser treatment is $150. This is something you could offer in your salon. So
We also
this we'll be
Mhm.
talking more about
and
it.
we also
You know, we
sell
just want
laser
to make sure that
caps as well.
so yes. Anything else, Pat, before we sign off? If there's something you guys want us to talk about, drop it in the comment, and then we'll make it a conversation to talk about. We want to create conversation. We want to educate, empower our brothers and sisters. So the more you know, the better choices you'll make in regards to your hair. And you won't come to us when it's too late. Because a lot of people are coming when it's too late. So now you have to go to the dermatologist. You're getting treatments with us. And we're praying that whatever follicles that are still alive that we can rejuvenate. Trust me, it's not an easy process. So if you find out sooner the problems that you're dealing with, the quicker you deal with it, the better results you'll have in regards to rejuvenating. So when is it too late? When you've constantly wearing styles that create traction and under a call, it's called you'll see bulging skin come from out of the follicle. You'll also see a shininess to the
And
skin,
it's smooth.
which possibly, and it's smooth, which possibly means it's scarring. But in order to determine scarring, you have to get a biopsy from the dermatologist. They will then take a chunk of your scalp, look under a microscope, and then they will determine if those follicles are living or dead. And what
So
symptoms
if
should
you're
you
looking
be
for
looking for? Itching, burning, uh, redness, inflammation
inflammation.
would show
Mhm.
a lot of red under the skin. And if there's inflammation, inflammation will turn into attacking the follicle, which in turns will then create permanent scarring. So inflammation is normally the huge factor of it attacking the follicle. So if you don't get those, what we call steroidal injections from the dermatologist, or if you're taking a topical cream or something that's internal that's recommended by your dermatologist, the inflammation could cause scarring.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah.
then I also want to say when women are wearing their wigs and then it's itching around the area when they wear it too long, sometimes you could be
Mm-hmm.
allergic to the glue. So,
Or the
or
synthetic
the
fiber.
synthetic fibers, you could be allergic. So, once you start itching and you realize it, you just put it on and it's itching and itching and itching, please do not continue to
Mm-hmm.
wear it. Go back to where
No,
you
remove
went,
it
remove
immediately.
it immediately because once you keep it on, by the time you take it off, you have inflammation around the hairline.
So to answer your question, Amaya, what if you're shedding a lot?
Sure, it out.
That could be a number of things, right? And that's
Yeah.
individual based. So I actually am now certified to read blood work. And a lot of times it's deficiencies that are in our bodies that we're
Yes.
going through and we don't realize it.
Hmm.
And so once you figure out what the deficiency is, then you can tackle that deficiency. And then in the meanwhile, you can take the nutrients, which helps fill in those gaps. But you want to block the hole because you could take something, and if you haven't taken care of the deficiency that your body is lacking, then you're going to have shedding. Shedding also your hair can be thrown in a what we call catagen phase. So your hair goes into cycles. It has to grow, it has to
Dressing.
rest, and it sheds. So you might be in a shedding phase,
Yes.
which means now you have to get back into the full cycle, which is shedding, growing, and resting, because you have to shed hair. But if you have more than a handful of hair every time you're combing, that's a problem,
Yeah.
which means you'll eventually lose 50% of your hair. So yeah,
And stress.
that happened to me. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's not nothing nice.
Yeah.
And stress.
And stress.
Stress will, yes.
So stress will create
You're
shedding.
worrying about
Um,
some things that are not making you
your nutrients, things that you're not eating enough protein. Um, so those things can
right.
create shedding. And we have a lot of
Yeah.
people who are
And
going straight
change of
vegan.
diet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you change your diet, um, remember hair is made of protein, so it needs protein in order for it to build the hair to grow.
Um,
And can it be too late to treat shedding?
no,
No, it's not too late.
it's not too
No.
late. Like we have nutrients that can help you with your shedding.
Also, laser treatments will help with that,
Yes, and steam treatments also.
and steam treatments. Steam treatment with red
With
LED lights that
yes,
are inside it.
Excuse me, mommy. Someone said, uh, if you're
If you've lost a lot of hair.
and if you waved a dry scout.
Yeah.
Hi, Miss Pat.
hypo.
So yeah, it's never too late. If you start laser, do you have to continue
Never.
forever?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
It really depends if you have genetic
Yeah.
hair loss in your family. So if there's genetic hair loss in the family, then yes, you would have
Yeah.
to be on a program for the rest of your life because your body is genetically prone to losing hair.
Yeah. We can.
And then if you
Yeah.
have stress, you're eating incorrectly, um, hairstyles and things like that that create
Stress.
additional
Mhm.
agitation to the hair.
Now
Yes.
we can't
Yeah.
stop genetics, guys, but we can slow it down.
No. We can slow it down.
Hmm.
Yeah. So,
And this is for male and female, not just females. We have a few male clients
correct.
as well that is very happy with their
Results.
results.
Hmm. Yeah, because they're not ready to lose their hair.
Yeah.
And so I say to people, if you're not ready to lose your hair, we can recycle, strengthen, rejuvenate. But if you stop any program, whether it's our program or anyone's program,
Yeah.
if your genetic disposition, mom or dad side,
Yes.
you will lose your hair. And sometimes it happens quicker based on your situation that you're dealing with individually. Um, so yeah.
But consistency,
Mm-hmm.
guys, that consistency is key. You have to be
Okay, maybe
consistent.
you should
A
be
lot
in
of
my
times we start
bag. Okay.
programs and we're not consistent with the program. And because you don't see it working in a month or two, which is you start seeing it in 3 months. But if it don't start in a month or two, we tend to give up so easily. So we let it go, we stop doing it, and we'll say, oh, that don't work. But you have to stay consistent because hair grows a half an inch to 1 inch per month. So if you already bald or you already have areas that are thin, you have to let that grow out. So it takes a
Yeah.
minute. What about natural
So
stuff like
natural
rose
stuff. So let's be clear. Our scalp naturally produces oil.
oil?
Okay, we're not putting oils on top of oil.
Oil. Yes.
That's not what really makes your hair grow. Okay, yes, there's certain things in oils that help the hair to grow, but if you have issues, that means it's coming from internal as well as topical. So you want to really focus on what's going on health wise, and then the things that we have will help balance out and recycle and rejuvenate. But rosemary oil, not everybody can use rosemary oil because there are a lot of people that are allergic to rosemary oil, which in turns creates a whole nother issue.
Issue. Mm-hmm.
So you got to be careful of that as well.
Yeah.
So
And then a lot of oil clogs up your hair follicles and your
you
pores.
correct.
So
Go sit down right now. Go sit down. Go sit down.
But you said there's some tangles there. But you said it a tangle.
so yeah. But okay.
Yeah. So there you have it. We have a lot of other things that we can talk about. Again, it's all about education,
Yes.
um, getting rid of the myth. There's a lot of myth out there. I'm not against things that I see. I'm not saying you can't use natural products and juices and berries on your scalp, but hello. I'm just saying
What we know that
hair
works for
loss
us.
that we
Hmm.
see, right? Hair loss that we're seeing is stemming from
Yes.
manipulation, genetics, um,
Medication.
medication, stress, COVID, also coming from
Yes.
having COVID,
Yes.
can create hair loss. Yes, with the clogging. So, yes, so when we talk about prepping the scalp before shampooing, we use the Sensation Scalp Cleanse, which has B12, all the all the B's, vitamins that helps to nourish the scalp. It opens up and cleanses the follicle. So cleansing scalp, a healthy scalp promotes healthy hair growth. Yes. Can you talk a little bit about your experience with shedding, Jennifer? Yes. So I'm not a big fan of wearing protective styles for a long period of time. What happened to me? It happened a while back. I came out of my braids and I noticed white bulbs just detaching from my follicle. I'm like, uh-oh. So what I did was we have a product that's called Growth Factors. It's a natural product. I derma rolled my
Okay.
scalp
Yes.
and I applied Growth Factors. And then I sat under the laser for maybe like, I did maybe a 2 to 3 week treatment. And I was able to recycle my hair. Again, as we talk about traction alopecia, it's a temporary process that can happen and is the most easiest to correct. It takes up to 6 months to recycle traction alopecia that is not what is it, where we're not constantly doing the same thing
Over
over
and
and over
over.
again and pulling the
Hmm.
hair and tight, so mine was like a fluke. It was a moment. Started taking my nutrients and my hair recycled back. My hair, I think I had about a handful of hair, and I thought I was losing all my hair. I called Pat. I said, "Oh Lord, I'm going bald," but but it happens. Our body will go through a moment. Um, Also, if you're on birth control pills and
Yes.
things like that, that can also trigger an instant over amount of shedding.
And our
So me sharing that
age.
with you, I used laser,
Hmm.
I used my nutrient,
Hmm.
and I used our growth factors and our derma roll, and I was able to recycle my hair growth within 5 weeks from that incident. Hopefully that was helpful.
Also, as we age, our body goes through a lot of things too. I was going through a menopause, and I noticed a
Mm-hmm.
couple of right up in the middle was thinning and shedding. But jumped on our products real fast and
Mm-hmm.
clear it.
Yes. So, like, the products we have can work, but it's based on education on how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
We believe in using our shampoos and conditioner have non-SLS DEAs. What does that mean? There's no chemicals in the product, which in turns also agitates hair loss. So if you're using products that has SLS and DEAs, those are agents that they use to clean up oil spills. So be mindful. If you're going through hair loss, it
Mm-hmm.
is going to create more agitation to your scalp. You're going to have more dryness, and yeah, it's going to cause more hair loss.
Yeah,
So
inflammation and
inflammation, exactly.
so be careful of every product you pick up. Do your research.
Yeah, don't take our word for it. We're just here to
Educate.
educate you.
Hmm.
We just decided to come up with a product line because we had a lot of clients coming into our salon and they were losing their hair dramatically.
Yeah.
And as I stated the other day, protein treatment is not enough
Yes.
because that's external. We're talking about internal
And
triggers
external.
that causes hair loss. Internal and things that we've created by not shampooing frequent enough, not
Cleaning.
detangling the hair
Hmm.
before wetting the hair. There's so many different things that could happen. So
So that's why we do consultations and we try to find out what happened and what are you doing and
yes,
not
that's true.
doing and what are you eating or not eating and what are you taking or not taking, the over-the-counter products, over-the-counter
Right,
medicine, prescription. So we went to school to become trichologists because it's deeper than just hairstyles or traction
correct.
alopecia. It's deeper. So that's why we became trichologists to help our brothers and sisters, our male and female clients, because we noticed that you guys was losing your hair and we just didn't know. So we took the time to
Hmm.
go to school to find out what was going on, what we can help, how we can help with um,
Right.
hair loss.
That means we study the dysfunctions of hair and scalp. So we're trained, our eyes are trained to see something different than your standard cosmetologist.
Yes,
And so when we see things, if we see shedding and it's a handful of hair, that something is wrong. There should not be a handful of hair if you're getting your hair shampooed weekly or bi-weekly. Something is wrong. Now, if you're coming from out of a style that's 4 weeks,
that's
um,
natural.
be mindful
Hmm.
because you will have some shedding because
Yes,
we shed about 100 to
that's
150
twice a day.
strands per day.
Hmm.
But if it's in abundance and you combing and then I'm shampooing and I'm combing and it's still coming out, that indicates a whole nother problem. So just be mindful. It's not normal. By no means is normal. And when you're parting your hair, if that part is bigger than a rat tail comb, something is wrong. We know women is based on the part, and men is based on the receding hairline from the top of the occipital back. Yes. So, anything else, Pat, before we sign
I
off?
just want everyone to be mindful, to be patient, be consistent. If you see it, reach out, DM us. We can answer some questions for you. Hairstylist.
But some stuff
Yeah,
have to be a
yeah. And
consultation. We can answer
hairstylists.
general questions.
Hairstylists, if you see it, don't be afraid to talk to your clients because they could be just going through stress, health. They could be going through a few things. And then if you say something, we can avoid those things. You know, we can help out.
Yeah,
You can
for sure.
start treating their scalp or their hair before it get worse.
Correct. So it's not hopeless. There is
There
hope.
is hope,
There is hope.
especially if you
Yeah.
catch it early.
Correct. So yes, Amaya, it is a good thing to look at your current products to make sure there is no um, agents that create irritation to the hair. You may want to
Inflammation.
switch up. Yeah, you may want to switch up. You just want to make sure that there isn't any irritation to your scalp while you're going through the shedding that you may be experiencing. Yeah. So, can I give my 9-year-old? Oh,
No,
no.
not the vitamin.
Cannot give your 9-year-old any type of pills, but you want to make sure they're on their multivitamins, cod liver
Yeah,
oil. I give my daughter cod liver oil, her multivitamins. Now, the only thing that I would say for your 9-year-old daughter
it's
is
awesome.
you want to make sure you're shampooing her hair every 7 days
Mhm.
with the right shampoos and conditioners. You could use the anti-itch growth oil. But yeah, no, you do not give her, and it's only for people 18 years and older. We are not giving kids the nutrients, and they wouldn't want to swallow no nutrients as big as these are anyway.
And
Yeah,
remember, they're young, so they're, the vitamins and
they're gonna
yes, they're
recycle and
gonna
rejuvenate quicker
recycle
than we would
faster
anyway,
anyway.
naturally. Right.
So if you make
And
sure,
I'm her daughter.
so if you make sure they take their vitamins and keeping their hair shampooed, it'll recycle, it'll grow.
What is the best shampoo for children?
Um,
So our shampoo and conditioner is gentle enough
for
for
you.
your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I use it on my daughter's hair. I use our leave-in conditioner, which has 24 essential vitamins and nutrients. The conditioner has 27 essential vitamin and nutrients. And then our Gentle Pure shampoo is a uh, sulfate-free,
Free
gentle
supplement.
shampoo that's going to create strength. So that would be part of our strengthening
Yes,
system.
and we have a leave-in
Now, if your daughter
also.
has issues with her scalp, then you would use our Sensation Scalp Cleanse as the prep. Sit it on the scalp for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then proceed with your shampoo, conditioning, and then your finishing
Hmm.
styles. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We have a great leave-in conditioner as well.
Yeah. Let me grab that. Yeah. Excellent detangler and excellent leave-in conditioner. So, yeah. All
All
right. Well,
right.
we definitely appreciate you guys joining us on our live every week.
Yes.
We will be here. Drop in the comments something that you'd want us to talk about, and then let's get to the root of it. Let's
Yeah.
help you guys understand where you're going, what you're dealing with. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you guys just listening to what we have to say.
And we'll see you next
Oh, thank you.
week.
And we'll see you next week. We're going to be consistent, and we're here again for any questions that you may
So
have.
I'm gonna practice.
And as I
Yeah.
said,
I'm gonna practice what I
yeah,
preach. Consistency is key. So
it's key. Yes, ma'am.
And bye, guys. I hope you subscribe, like this video, and give this video a big thumbs up. And I hope you come back to
Live.
Jennifer and Miss Pat's live another time.
Oh,
Click
thanks,
the
Kendra.
sub button, turn on notifications, give it a few thumbs up. Bye, y'all. Candles out.
Yes, y'all. Take
take
care.
care and thank
Appreciate you
you.
guys. Have a thank
Bye,
you
Miss
again.
Pat.
Have a good
Good
night.
night, Miss Kendall.
Y'all have a wonderful day tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.